Exclamation money and welcome to Rise of Legions. It is by Broken Games and published by Crunchyleaf Games. It's in early access on Steam. It's currently free to play. I received a key for this game from the developer, though given that it's free to play, I'm not sure that matters all that much. I was given basically 1 day early access, earlier access than the early access. So I've played a little bit just to kind of get a feel for it. It's a real-time strategy game with some card mechanics, and basically it's like it's basically a single pathway MOBA almost. It feels like a MOBA. It's kind of like a single, but it's only like if you only had one path that you could do. Sort of like a what was that? Awesome Knots, kind of like that, only from a top-down view. Although Awesome Knots had two paths usually on the screen. This one only has the one. And I was playing a little bit of it against the AI. I haven't played any human opponents yet. We may play some human opponents today as I'm looking at it. But I'm going to start off with playing against the AI again, just to kind of re-wrap my brain around it. It's not... I mean, my initial feelings on it is there's not a whole lot here yet. There are different factions you can do. The Northern Corruption, Forces of Light, the Keepers of Nature. I'm going to do Forces of Light because it's the one I'm familiar with. It's the one you do the tutorial with. And then you can have deck slots. You can buy a deck slot with, you know, the credits and the crystals. The crystals are the real money things. The credits are things you get for each match as you play. You know how it goes, that kind of thing. The legions, there's different unlock quests. Green Legion, White Legion, Blue Legion. You have to undertake to unlock the cards. Or, yeah, something to that effect. I haven't quite figured all this stuff out yet. It's not very, the tutorial is, as you might imagine, kind of bare bones for... The tutorial tells you how to play a match. It doesn't necessarily tell you anything about the game itself, which is fine. It doesn't have to tell you about the game, but it's still... There's a lot of weird questions I have in my brain about things. So we can do a quick match. We can do versus AI, custom game, or the tutorial. I'm going to do versus AI right now, just because. And I'm going to make it a bronze level AI, I guess. And then there's a solo and duo, so you can, I'm not sure if the duo brings in another player, because I think it's mostly PvE right now. There is PvP, but I think it's mostly PvE, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. It's hard to really get wrap my brain around this game. The other thing it's weird is that the menu here does not go full screen, but the game will go full screen, which is, again, another like weird, like, why have two things like that? But anyway, let's start. And I should get right away here with the AI, hopefully. Okay, and I'll see if I'll do my best to try to explain what's going on. I don't entirely understand it myself. It's like so super basic that I feel like I'm missing something. As we do things here, but basically we'll see the pathway that things walk upon. Here's our base right here. We get a couple seconds to get ourselves situated here. We've got spawners, so I can spawn in archers, and then I'll have other things I can spawn in later. And then basically what this is doing is, I really should have put footmen there first. Do that, and let's stun those guys for a moment. So as we get that monk is He's got his work cut out for him. So let me get a footman spawner going. So the spawners, obviously, you can only put them in this gray area, and they constantly spawn new units. They're spawning your low-level units or whatever constantly as time goes on, and that's to keep you replenished. And then you can spawn whoever you want over here if you have the gold to do it. Okay. And then as we take over towers, the area in which I can spawn units will grow. Let's get another footman spawner going here. You can see over here what the map looks like. It's again a single pathway right now. Stun those guys. All right, now we've taken that down. Once we capture that, once we go past this, we'll capture it, and that will enable us to spawn things much further along. So you can see the capture circles going around. And there it is. So now I can spawn things up here now. Of course, that also means that it's going to take longer for our spawners back at base, our units that are being spawned back at base to get here. But, I mean, them's the breaks. That's how it's supposed to go. Speaking of that, let's put another archer spawner down. I don't know if there's a way to like build another spawner. Like, I don't know if there's a card that you get that allows you to build another spawner as you go. I don't know how or if that works. Would think that there would be, because then that would really turn the game, but it may not, given that it would kind of massively unbalance things too, probably. Alright, there's another one that we can capture now. Just waiting for it to give me a thing here. Let's get some more footmen in there, get some more archers. Waiting for the cooldown on, well, we get the shields up here. I can get it, but I can't. Down up there, so they have shields now. And we'll stun these guys. Give them a chance to get back there. I'll put another archer spawner down. Let's get a bunch of units going at once here. Stage 2. Now there's various stages. I don't know. Golems are sending a big wave of units overcome you. Be prepared, and then this time expires. A granite war builder awakes and hurls mighty stones at your nexus. Okay, so there's different like timers going off, and I'm not sure like at what point things happen. I still haven't quite figured out any of the mechanics of the game. This is like my second or third match really beyond the tutorial, and again it's with the AI. I'm also not sure what the point of spawning the monks is, because they're not really... They've got a lot of defense, but they're not really doing much for me. Get another footman spawner going here. I mean, it makes sense to just grab as many... Just make as many things happen as possible here. sure there's some sort of strategy about like holding on to coins and not using them all the time and waiting for things. I mean, if I had higher level cards, probably that would make sense, but since all my cards are mostly low level here, it's just like I might as well just spawn everything. And just let it flow. There we go. Give all my units a chance to catch up here. Get a full-fledged attack going. Right there. We're not having good luck here right now. Wait for my units to catch up. And get like some kind of push going here. Oh, a big wave just spawned. Let's get some more footmen here and some more archers spawning out of this. I need all the help I can get here, I think. There we go. Now we got a good push going. Yes, now my units have caught up. Alright, now we're actually damaging their base. Okay, so that's the basics as I know it. And then we get rewards of different cards. So I guess I'll take the skeletons, maybe. And Priest has been unlocked in the shop, okay. Surge of Light heals target allied unit or damages target enemy unit, can overheal. Alright. And then experience level up and all that stuff. This is if I had premium time, then it would give me an additional 94 XP. So they're trying to hammer home that you should really buy premium, and then you get all this stuff. All right, and we got. I guess this was everything that I killed, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It shows me lots of pictures, but then not really anything I know what to do with. And then there's all kinds of like things to do, like play a quick match, play a card level 5, choose deck name, choose deck icon, all that stuff, and they give you little rewards. So I'm going to try and play a quick match, and we'll see what happens, because I have a feeling I'm gonna lose big time. I'm sure there's others here who are like super good, and it's only been available for a day for most people, and 2 days for those of us who got a key early. So at least we're doing Forces of Light versus Forces of Light anyway. I think that's what everybody starts out with. Okay, let's get some footmen here. Start it. Okay, they're all coming into the center here. Let's get some more archers and footmen going. And our spawner up there. We can go in here. Let's get another footman spawner going. So it's like a trade-off between spawning them immediately, or he's playing a green card there. If you're wondering what that is, I have one of those too. I just haven't put one in my deck. Okay. There we go. Of course, now he's got a foothold up in here, up in the middle. I have to fight that back. Honestly, I don't feel like I have the army to do it though. Get some more archers spawning regularly. Well, I seem to be doing fairly decent here though. Or not. Perhaps I spoke too soon there. A lot of back and forth happening. I feel like I'm really not I'm really not getting any headway here. Maybe I shouldn't be doing so many spawners or something. I don't know. They took that down already. Trying to figure out how they're managing to get just kind of roll right over me here, because we've got a lot of things going here, but I guess I'm relying too heavily on spawners. I don't know. It's just like, look at how much crap they've spawned here, right? It's weird to see, like, how are they getting so much? I mean, obviously they have towers, so they're getting a lot of stuff from the towers, but I don't know, this feels very imbalanced. And we've also got that entanglement card too, I guess. So that's a thing. You know, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm going to be bad at the game. I'm bad at every game. But I guess I can go into the deck builder and look here and see. I mean, they're using the entangling roots, which I have as well. Frenzy. Maybe I should swap out one of these for Frenzy, because I got a lot of duplicates here that I don't really need. Like this one, I can probably get rid of. What's this one? Archer spawner. I don't need both of these in there. Let's get Frenzy going, and what else? Frost shock. Let the target shoot ice shards. I got this frost worm, and I have no idea if it's any good. Frost worm spawner. I guess I could get a frost worm spawner. Why not? And some skeletons. Sure. Bring all these things in there. So I can only have your deck can only have 2 different colors. So that's a thing. We'll do that, and I collect my reward for doing a quick match. All right, let's do another one. Let's see if I'm any better at it. I'm sure I won't be, but I could try. I mean, the name of the game is don't rely entirely on one color of cards, I guess, is what is going for here. But so far, I don't know. I'm left with a very meh feeling. You know what I mean? Like, there's certainly stuff here, but it's not really. I'm not finding it exciting or all that interesting, honestly. It's not really bringing anything to bear that, you know, it's not yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's not really particularly exciting. Let's go put this down here as well. I got Frenzy for sake of argument. Some archers going too. We're killing their, kind of rolling over their guys rather quickly here. The freeze that those worms do is really good too. Not what I want. I want these guys. Want some foot soldiers here. suddenly they got a ton of guys all queued up here, and I don't get it. Like, look at all this. Look at how many guys I got so far. Like, seriously. And they're all, like, suddenly able to just roll right over me. I don't get this game. I really don't. Like, look at this. These guys are, like, freaking unstoppable now. It's just crazy. This is freaking crazy. You see how quickly I was able to make progress there, and then all of a sudden, like, they have 90 guys already queued up. Like, what the hell? The hell was that? Right? Like, is that the way the game is supposed to happen, or is there some cheating going on? I have no idea. Like, I can't. You know, it's bad when you can't tell the difference if someone's cheating or if the game is just plain old broken. And that's what it feels like right now. It just feels like it's not... I mean, I get that it's early access and everything, but, like, that's just ridiculous, right? It's like, how are they able to spawn all those guys in? Is it just because they just sat there and let their coins increase? I mean, what... Is that what you gotta do for the game? You just gotta have one, put one spawner down and just kind of sit there and wait for 5 minutes, and then suddenly you can spam as much as you want, and then bam, you've just won the game. Like, what? I don't understand. I really don't. And I get that it's early access and they have some balancing to do. I'm gonna say they probably have a hell of a lot of balancing to do, because it's just, I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. It's boring. It's wildly mismatching of things and of people, and yeah, I don't know. There is a thought there that you do like PvE stuff, and I think there is a PvE mode, and I feel like that would be a more fun mode to do. Because the PvP obviously is just not even worth time or effort, from what I've seen, and yeah, it's just very bland, very, very bland. I feel like they've perhaps maybe put this into early access too soon. I don't know if they've put anything in here that's kind of showing us what they're actually driving towards, other than, hey, we have this whole cash shop all ready to go. It's like, but you don't really have any gameplay that's worth it, and I have a feeling they're going to end up with a lot of people, because it's free to play, they'll have a lot of people try it out and bounce off of it and then never come back to it because it's just not anything to write home about right now, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Just my thoughts, just my unfiltered, trying to be as helpful and friendly thoughts as I can on it. But that's where we stand right now, friends. This has been Rise of Legions. It is by Broken Games and published by Crunchy Leaf Games. It is in early access right now on Steam, and it's free to play. I also was given a key for the game early. But again, it's free to play, so take all that into account. It's not like I got anything for free here. I just was able to play the game a day earlier than most others, and yeah. I mean, there's if they really want to go down this path, I'd say they really need to rethink what they want this to be. Honestly, if I had my wish, I'd have like something very similar to Awesome Knots, because Awesome Knots was fantastic. This is yeah. They're trying really hard to push card mechanics, probably because that's what they're used to monetizing. But it just doesn't work. It's not working in this particular case. From what just in my humble opinion. But anyway, as always, I'll leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.